full speed, which is dope. It looks like this. It's money. Guys, I've been playing with this new pass, and I recently saw this and started drilling it. I went and trained with a professional team, and I was hitting it left and right. It just works so well. And so we're going to use it in this way, again, of setting up feints. I know that Max is technical, and I know that Max is going to give me proper reactions from this seated guard position. And maybe I'm worried about his leg locks. Maybe I'm worried about his flexibility. Maybe I'm worried about his wrestle ups. I want to put him supine. I'm going to start by taking my right hand on the shoulder, and my left hand is going to lift the heel. And I'm going to immediately put Max down, and I'm going to walk to an angle. So I go 1, 2. Okay, put you this way. So again, I go shoulder post, heel lift, and as soon as he goes down, look at my angle. 2 hands on the shins. I basically put him on that jeopardy point, right? I'm here where now I can start going into my Toreando passing, hip and knee post, knee cuts, etc. Okay? When I get to this position, I'm looking for reactions. And one thing I tell my students here, if your partner doesn't give you a great reaction, take the lowest hanging fruit. If I jump to the side and Max's knees just like fall to the floor, I'm just going to drop into side control. I don't need to be super like dialed in with everything. If he doesn't have good reactions, it's easier. If he gives me not much of a reaction, I can hip and knee post. If he gives me a reaching reaction, I can start to look to knee cut through. But in this instance, Max is good and he stays really tight and he doesn't give me much to work with. So when I come to this angle, I feel a lot of tension in his body and he's looking to push me off because he wants to start sitting back up. So I'm going to give him what he wants. All I want is to walk back square to sit him back to seated. As soon as I get Max seated again, my left hand's going to go reverse V grip to the shin. My right hand's going to make a collar tie here. And as I walk to my right, my head is going to chase Max's far hip. 1, 2, I pummel and I chase. And I land in north-south, extending this leg away from his body, and finally blocking the hip. And now I'm in a great pin for jiu-jitsu. I'm in a north-south pin underneath both of his elbows. Okay? So, again, we start by putting our opponent down. Shoulder post lift, there's my angle. Man, Max is giving me a lot of issues here. So I come back, look, he goes right back to seated. Look how far my hips and legs are. If I come up like this, Max is really close. He's going to start entering my legs. He's going to start playing a ton of different options that I don't want to mess with. I'm here. I go left hand reverse V, right hand collar tie, walk, walk, pummel, chase. Now my hand comes to the hip. What are we doing here, guys? Why does this work? Well, if I'm here with Max, when I go reverse V, I basically take away the ability, turn this way for me. I take away the ability for Max to start just playing his guard this way, right? If I walk, he's going to start bringing this knee high, closing his guard. When I control the collar tie, I make it really difficult for Max to start swinging away where he can fall away from me here, and again, play his guard. So I control both of those. The final issue is this high leg, especially somebody who's really flexible. So when I come to here and I walk, if I just do this, Max is going to start falling back and throwing his leg over. And now I have to worry about high leg situations. But I simply go to high leg, chasing the hip with my head. You see where my head is? I'm tripoded up with my head on the far hip. My right hand pummels over, and now I walk into north-south. Even if Max is starting to bring his legs up, bring your legs up. With my head low on his hip bone, I can control and make sure that his knees don't come inside here. And then even worse, he can start putting hooks or playing a bunch of different games here that I don't want him to play. Okay? So I'm making sure to avoid that. When I come here, my left hand is pulling Max's knee away from his body. 1, 2, look at my left hand. 3. I can't leave my left hand here and my head up because of reverse triangles. I have to be careful. So as soon as I get the pass, I release this hand and I block the hip on the inside. Rotate here, Max. Just here like this. I keep my head low on the hip. Now as Max bumps and bridges the move, I can connect my hands. I can hold him nice and tight here in this north-south to make sure that I score on the pass. How's this look in a live situation? I set Max up with feints. It might be hard to just walk out and immediately come here. So I have to set him up. I play in and out. I feint, 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 bite. Come out, feint, 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 bite. There's my pass. This has been a great pass recently for me.
Right there.
I literally sustained battle wounds filming this video for you guys. So if you want to get better at jiu-jitsu, please go to coreprobjj.com because Max is literally sustaining injuries to help you guys get better at jiu-jitsu. You can try it for 7 days for free right here.